Hey everybody, welcome to this video. My name is Greg McDaniel. I've been with eXp for quite some time right now. Today's an incredibly exciting video personally for myself. I get to interview a legend in my own mind. She is an absolute rock star. She's one of our biggest downlines in Australia. Not only is she just an absolute powerhouse when it comes to recruiting, she's a powerhouse in regards to real estate overall. She's written 6 books. She has over half of the recruits in eXp in all of Australia in her downline based upon her skill set, based upon her knowledge, and based upon the way that she interacts with folks. She's also a national speaker. She's a trainer, and Lisa has a brand new training platform that we're going to talk about today. So Lisa, welcome to the video. I'm honored to spend time and spend some airspace with you. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. As always, it's a pleasure.
You know, we're going to talk about a lot of fun stuff. I want to jump in really quickly in regards to the downline. A lot of folks go, oh, downline. Oh, you have to recruit people. But it's not like any of these other platform companies, because you only thing you're doing is selling real estate and helping folks make more money doing this exact same thing they're already doing. We're not selling soap here. We're selling real estate and helping people help other folks do the exact same thing. So since you have over half of Australia in your downline, which is absolutely astronomical, I got to tell you, how did you start? Where were the bumps in the road? How did you overcome them? And where do you stand now and where do you want to go in the future?
Well, obviously, I can't take credit for all of it because I've just got amazing team members in my downline that they believe in it as much as what I do, that they just live, breathe, sleep EXP the same as I do. So once you love the model, you can't help but recruit people. You know, you really can't, because the benefits that you get out of EXP, you just don't get anywhere else. So it's, as we always say, it's a no-brainer. So, you know, we've just got an amazing team here in Australia. I love every single one of them. They're just incredible. And they love the model. So that's the secret to my success, is getting people that love the model as much as I do.
Yeah, the model is really, really important. When I first joined, I told my business partner, I said, let's go kill this idea. I want to move on. I don't want to be dragged down in this whole multi-level marketing thing. And so my business partner and I sat down and we got something to drink, got a bite to eat. And I said, okay, let's go kill it. We could not kill it. We spent 3 hours trying to figure out where the hole in the armor was. And then I said, okay, let's go find negative reviews. Let's look for negative reviews for eXp Realty.
I did too. Yeah.
The only negative review I found was, I should have done it sooner.
Yes.
That was the only thing I said, okay, my gosh. Then I took it to my team. I got my parents, my father and my team member and our other partner to sign on after they reviewed it. And that's the same thing you're doing. You're showing people the value, even though they got this bad taste in their mouth about multi-level. But this isn't multi-level. This is multi-real estate. You just have opportunities to make money in different facets. So how do you explain it to folks?
I mean, to me, it's you help people see the vision of what's possible. So, you know, not only they can make more money listing and selling, they can build a team. They can help people build a team. They can help people just change their life. You know, it's so many different ways. Like here in Australia, okay, listing and selling, building the team, but also property management, so they can build their own property management portfolio. So it's to me, I feel about real estate agents that are listing and selling every single day. Once they stop listing and selling, they've got nothing, unless they've got investment properties and they've got a trust account or they've got something. They've got no income coming in after that. Like if something happens, you know, touch wood, whatever, they don't have an income coming in. So I want to see everybody in my team have a team, have assets, have property management, have, you know, a downline, all of that sort of stuff. That they're protected, you know, so that to me is a big driving force, and that's why I want more real estate agents coming into EXP here in Australia, you know, because it's just that you've got to think of the future as well. It's not only about now, and real estate agents a lot of the time are just about now, the next sale. You know, you've got to be thinking about the next sale, but you've also got to be thinking about the next 20, 30, 40 years. You know, what's that going to look like? And not only for you, for people that you care about, you know, other real estate agent friends. Don't you want the same for them, you know?
Absolutely, because you're only as good as your last escrow or last
Hmm.
interaction with an attorney, depending on how you run your business, wherever you're listening to this from.
Yeah.
And that's a terrifying thing. I was in 2016. This is before I got into EXP. I got really sick, and I'm talking like bedridden for 45 days, sick, like down for the count.
Mm.
And I couldn't figure out what the heck was going on. And I'm like, oh, and when I heard about EXP, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if I had a wife and kids or kid, whatever, and I couldn't provide for them because I couldn't get out of bed. Physically, I
Mm.
couldn't move.
Mm.
That scared the snozzola out of me. And I said, well, once this thing showed up in my life, there's a reason for it. And so I mean, I'm making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars every month from passive income, and it's only going to grow as I keep going down this path. And it is like the funny thing is, my dad, when he first got into the business, and he got it, well, he's been in it for 50 years at this point. Um, when he first got his first revenue check, rev share check, he's like, "Huh, this is pretty neat. We should get more of
Mm.
these."
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
this is what I've been telling you. You're killing me, Smalls.
Exactly, exactly. Do you know when I was in my 20s, I had a real estate office in my 20s, right? And the thing that drove me is that I pictured myself at 70 years old, 80 years old in a nursing home. I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm not doing that. I want to have the income that when I'm old, that I can have a full-time nurse in my house or
Yep.
whatever. I don't want to go to a nursing home, you know?
No.
It's funny the things that drive you. And that was in my 20s. That's what I was terrified of, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, terrified. And so, we've got to look at that picture of what that's going to look like. As
Mhm.
we get older, we need to set ourselves up. We need to have superannuation. We need to have an exit strategy out of our business that we can still provide for ourselves and our family. Because you don't know how long you're going to live for either. People might say, oh, I've got X amount and that'll cover me for 20 years. What if
Nope.
you live for 30 or 40?
Yeah.
um, it's all about thinking of the future for me.
Yeah, and you've done a phenomenal job with that. I can tell that about you, and that's why
Mm.
I've always been drawn to you because you have a
Mm.
purpose, you have a goal, and you have an
Mm.
execution plan, and you're moving forward. Not to
Yeah.
mention the fact that you have personally written 6 different books to help
Mm.
folks in different areas of the business, and this is something that they get to be a part of you. When they become a part of you, they get access to you. They get access to all this knowledge, to this wealth, this fountain of youth, essentially, when it comes to real estate.
Mhm.
Walk me through the books on a pick your top 3 that you really think would impact an agent right out of the gate when they join your team with EXP.
Okay, so the 3 books in the background there. There's Secret Agents. Now that's about. Oh, hang on, that way. There, Secret Agents. That's probably about 3 or 4 years old now. That book, but it's still relevant. It's about multiple sources of inquiry. So it's all about marketing, and it's about getting yourself out there online and becoming known, becoming famous in your area. So it's about not relying on one way to make the phone ring to get business. It's about making sure that you've got multiple sources of inquiry coming in. You've heard about multiple sources of income.
Of course.
Multiple sources of inquiry are going to give you multiple sources of income. So that book there is about lead generation. It's about promoting yourself, and it's about building networks and all that sort of thing. So that book is still very current.
Love it.
You've got another book, Real Estate Agents Reveal All, What You Need to Know When Buying and Selling a Property. So that was one that I did as a multi-author book with real estate agents. And so they can then give that to their sellers. So that was like a lead generation tool for them. And then the other one is Real Estate Agents, What You Need to Know Now. So that was before the pandemic. So it's actually quite... it would be a different book now, put it that way. But that's top performers in the industry telling other real estate agents what they wish they'd have done when they started in real estate and all that sort of thing. So that's kind of the 3 top ones there, real estate related. Yeah.
Yeah, those. I mean, when it comes to knowledge, you always need to be learning. Always need to be a dry sponge, just soaking up as much as you possibly can wherever
Yeah.
you are. So if it's a
That's right.
podcast, if it's reading a book, what Lisa has penned, if it's going to a conference, listening to people on TikTok that are actually have
Mm.
something to say, or any other social media sites, reading articles, taking part of Inman News here in the States, where they kick out a ton of great content you can put into your business immediately. Lisa,
And
let's talk.
something else too, can I just mention too, if
Sure.
anybody wants to publish a book, I actually do that as well for people. So I help you self-publish. So I'm just putting one together now. It's called Real Estate Funnels for a man called Ray Wood. and it's an amazing book. So that's all about lead generation as well. So book publishing for real estate agents, to have your own book is something, and it's a unique book. It's not one of these copy cutter ones. It's something that you write your own book, and I actually help you get that to become a bestseller on Amazon. And also be distributed through all the online bookstores and all that sort of thing as well. So it's something I love doing. It's a bit of a hobby for me, doing the book publishing. I've always sort of got one going in the background, but that's something I love doing for people. It's just such a cool thing to do, to have your own book. Yeah.
That is a really cool, and it's the best business card you could leave behind. And this is something that you will teach. I mean, if this was my here's a notepad of mine. Actually, here's more of a book. My buddy James Colburn, his book's Re-Succeed, great book. Anyway, so you have a book that looks like this, right? Nice thick book, and you're like, you know what? Hold on, let me. And this, I'm opening up this, and I'll take it and I'll write on the inside cover like Greg McDaniel, EXP Realty, blah 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 blah, number, blah 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 blah, email address. Talk to you soon, right? And then hey guys, hang on to this book real quick, and you know what? Let's get the party started. When should we get the paper signed?
Yeah. They're not going to throw out a book. They'll throw out a business card, but you don't throw out a book.
No, that's just sacrilegious. You don't throw out books.
No.
I have so many books on my shelf here that I've read and I've loved and I've learned so much from. I've never thrown a book away, actually. I really haven't.
I give them away. I give them away, but or I'll put them at the the Lifeline or whatever, the charity stores. But if I really, it's outdated. But yeah, I've got books and books and books and books. Yeah.
Let's talk about your speaking and training a little bit. First off, let's your speaking gigs. Where can people go find you and see you? Where have you spoken in the past? And what are some of the subject matters that you cover when you're on stage?
Okay. Well, it's actually a lot of it is in-house in real estate offices that they want a trainer, speaker trainer that. So I love doing that, doing one tomorrow afternoon. So whatever topic is relevant to that office. So tomorrow we're sort of doing a bit of a motivational one, a bit of a general prospecting session kind of thing. Anything to do with real estate. But with my, I've got an online course now, and it's called the Real Estate Club. So it's just therealestateclub.com.au. And that is 12 different topics. So what we do a different topic every month, and you become part of my Facebook group as well. So we've just kind of restarted this off, and I'm actually so excited about it. I can't wait. So there's 12 topics, and we cover one topic each month. So we've got prospecting and lead generation, appraisals and listings, buyers, sales and closing, systems, technology, leadership, outsourcing, mindset, results and actions, marketing, online marketing, and business growth. So they're the 12 topics. So each month is one topic, and we drill down into that. So we'll do different interviews. That's all you talk about, right, for that month. Don't worry about anything else. We just talk about that. All the rest of the topics are there. If you want to jump ahead and you want to have a look at the marketing section, or, say you can type into the Real Estate Club billboards or brochures, and there's a whole lot of different brochures in there, a whole lot of different ideas, a whole lot of different things that you can pick and choose. You can put in objections and see objections, like fee objections, or you can pick whatever you want. It's the Google of real estate, all in the one spot. But then we just talk about one topic, and then we move on to the next topic the next month. So, so it's really, really exciting, really exciting. So,
you know what? I think that's fantastic. So go to realestateClub.com.au.
Yes.
Let's talk quickly. I know we're going to wrap this up here in a few minutes, because I know that you're working with a lot of great folks that are clamoring for your attention. Let's talk about your new online training platform.
Oh, that's it.
Oh, that's it. You already beat me to it. Okay.
Sorry.
You know what? That's okay.
It.
You know, and it sounded like that might have been it, but I wanted to make sure we dotted all our I's and crossed all of our T's.
For sure. No,
what's a takeaway? What's a takeaway for everybody that's listening and watching us right now? And how can they reach out to you? How can they learn more about becoming the part of the biggest downline in Australia and growing leaps and bounds, getting all this books, all this knowledge, all these different organizations, these groups? Just basically sit down and buy you a cup of coffee and say, Lisa, I got a problem, solve it.
Yeah.
How can they reach out to you?
Well, obviously the real estate club, that's the best place. And when they join me in EXP, they get all that complimentary. So you've got all of my training, my books, everything, as well as Glenn Twiddle's training, as well as anything that you offer, obviously. So I have a Calendly link on my lisab.com.au page. So you can book in and we can have a chat about anything EXP, anything real estate, whether it's, you're looking for real estate training and the online platform, or you're looking to grow your own business within EXP. We can jump on a Zoom call and talk through that. So, I'm very passionate about helping people, as I said, and giving people the platform that we have. I just find it so exciting. I wish it was around 30 years ago when I started in real estate. Imagine that. Imagine being in EXP for 30 years, what you would build.
Oh, it would be humongous.
Couldn't even imagine.
You would see the ebb and flow of the market, so that you'd be building products and services and scripts and everything for the high times, the medium times, and the low times. Then you could re-update them and get them back out to the folks. I mean, right now there's a lot of technology like Clubhouse, new social media site where everybody gets together, and it's like a great big hive mind where people can go in there and talk. Be careful who you listen to. Not everybody's opinion is the right opinion. Just be careful.
Exactly.
And that's why I work with Lisa, because her opinion has never failed me every single time that she and I have spoke. And as long as we've worked together, we've had such a great opportunity to build a bond together. And I know you guys will as well as soon as you join her. Get your growth going, guys. What's going to stop you? Worst case scenario, you go to another company, but at least you get an opportunity to sit with Lisa, see the value that you're going to be brought when you join her crew, and go out there and thrive. Don't just survive, thrive. That's my personal takeaway. Lisa, give me your final takeaway, and we are out of here.
No, I agree. It's just, why wait? Why not build your empire now? Why wait and watch others do it? It's like, I look at the guys in America and what they've achieved. We've only been in EXP for 2 years here in Australia. And I just think, the ones that are sitting back and watching us now after 2 years, you should have jumped in 2 years ago. It's not too late. Get in now, but don't wait another 2 years to see what we've built, because you'll be kicking yourself, literally.
Yeah, remember we were looking for all the negative comments. The only negative comment was, I should have done it sooner. Guys, the technology, like you go up into the cloud, and it's called the cloud campus. They have expanded it significantly, by the way. They are building things out up there like you wouldn't believe. You get free training. You get to go all these different classes. You get to all these different, different systems that you want to put into your business. They're all third party. None of them are going to be running, through EXP. So everything, your business is in a box. You can pick it up and move to anywhere you want to go. So guys and gals, reach out to Lisa. Lisa, best phone number for them to reach you on.
0412 210 558.
Fantastic. And best email, in case they're afraid of the phone, what's your best email?
lisa@lisab.com.au.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen.
And from there, you get the Calendly link. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lisa B, the most incredible human being in all of Australia. Guys.
Thanks so much. You're funny.
Well, I do my best. I got to make it funny sometimes, because, everybody thinks real estate is so high and tight, but you can have a lot of fun doing your business, just being yourself. And Lisa's going to show you how to do that. So reach out to her immediately. We will see you guys soon. Until then, have a blessed day.
Thank you.